install our audio system. So what's your feeling in regards to the Qirra sound?
You know, I would tell you when I first met with Dan, I was skeptical as to what the system would do just by the size of it, you know, which I think anybody would probably feel the same. But once you came in with the speakers and we put the system in, it is truly unbelievable what that size of a sound system can do in a room that size.
Thank you. In these type of rooms also we're trying to accomplish a very even sound all over the room with a very high intelligibility, and make sure sound levels don't get too high, but at the same time people should experience that. And I think that when we hooked up your big screen TVs, you probably felt part of that. Can you explain a little bit more how you felt when we started up your big screens?
Well, definitely, because you know that's the problem we have in our banquet facility, is all the different type of crowd sizes that we have up there. You know, we go anywhere from a 250 person wedding, the room is filled with people. Well, there you need better sound, but yet people want to converse. So with just the clarity of this sound system and the ability to not have to turn it up so loud and get good sound out of it, it's just going to create a great element for the customer. Now on the other hand, when you have the TVs on, all you have is the speakers on the TVs. So then you try to crank those up just so people throughout the room can hear the TVs. Now in this case, you know, this will be awesome with the ability to have the room filled with the sound, yet it's only 2 TVs that are scattered in the corners of the room that are going to allow you to utilize those TVs, especially weddings when we have somebody that wants to play their video, things like that. The clarity and the sound coming out those videos are going to be, you know, just great for the user.
Great to hear that. Another thing also that I heard you guys say that in the past you had difficulties walking around with the microphone and so forth. It was difficult to have people hear, and we did some testing here, and I think you were quite happy with that. Can you say a little bit more about your feeling when we tested the microphones?
Yes, definitely. Well, one of the situations we have with that is we have Harley Owners Group, which is you know, it's a chapter through Harley. If people have heard of that, it's called HOG. And we hold our meetings here once a month, and we have roughly 200 to 250 people that show up at our meetings. And it's kind of a casual meeting, nothing's formal, so it's nice to have the wireless mic, and usually our director is walking around the room talking to different people with the mic. You're getting constant feedback because of the different positioning of moving around with the mic. When your mic was put in place, we were able to, and not only the clarity of the sound, but also the ability to stand right in front of the speakers, or really anywhere you want it, and the clarity doesn't change at all. So that is impressive, you know, and be able to use 2 mics like that and walk around, I think it'll be a huge advantage
yeah, we hope so.
meetings.
And that's the whole idea, to make it really simple. And then also, when we fired up the wireless control of the mixer board and so forth, you don't even have to be by the mixer board. You can control the sound from multiple iPads. I think could be value, right?
That's huge, and I'll explain on that a little bit. You know, we've had weddings, we've had concerts upstairs there with 400 people in the room for a concert. The room is packed, and all of a sudden we have this sound guy that says he needs this 10 by 10 square foot area to set his table up and run a whole bunch of cables and tape them to the floor, and then you throw rugs over the cables, and you have all these issues you have to deal with. Really, it's truly kind of unbelievable to be able to control that whole system off of just an iPad. That is going to, not only is it great for us, but the user is going to say, wow, you know,
absolutely. No, I agree. It's a really big change when it comes to this. Well, it's been a great pleasure to come here and install the system, and I'll be back.